is go through the questions. I'm a little scared how many there are. So let's take a look at the questions here. Okay, no, it's okay. It's not too bad. We could do this, Rich. So we bear in mind, guys, continue to send any questions you do have. It's always best to ask instead of waiting. So as an international student, will I be able to work during the course? Yes, you will be allowed to work during the course, but you're a little restricted in terms of how many hours per week. But yes, you can work as long as you follow the guidelines of the visa. I am a Moroccan student and I want to study business in InterCollege, and I want to know more information like prices and visa steps. I know some Moroccan, so lebes ahoya, I'll say that. But what you can do is get in touch with us afterwards. We can run through all the details. If you haven't spoken to someone, we'll definitely be able to do that. Then we have, by joining InterCollege, do I guarantee to work after getting graduated? Well, no, I don't think there's anyone that can guarantee you work, but at a 90% basis that our students do start working, then of course you're more likely to obtain it. But what we try to do in InterCollege is establish some form of part-time work first, and then after you complete that, you may go full-time with that same company. Correct, Rich?
Yeah, it's yeah, we prepare you for the best to get a job.
Yeah, but, yeah, exactly.
You know, finally it's up to you. You know, convince the other one that he has to hire you.
Yeah,
but we give the fundamentals, the best fundamentals to get the job. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So 100%. So an international student shall be looking for a house to rent, or are there dorms available? If you'd like to answer that, Rich.
Yeah. Well, we don't have any accommodation ourselves, no InterCollege accommodation, but however, we have two partnerships with, one is called the Student Hotel and the other one is Student Experience. You can find them on our Facebook and on our website. But housing you have to arrange by yourself. But because there's so many different kind of accommodations that we've decided not to have it by ourselves, but to let the students pick it themselves. But we have two partnerships which they call it student hotels, but real luxury and real good accommodations. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to live the high life, definitely go through there. But again, like he said, there's different kinds of accommodation. There's shared, there's family ones, there's bed sits, it's endless. But there are opportunities we can assist with that as well. So hello, I am Philip in Belgium. Do you give scholarships? I think we've already discounted the fees as they are, to be honest. They are already discounted, so there's no particular scholarships on there. But if you're an EU student and you hold an EU passport, let's say, you'll be able to get funding within that. Yeah. So that's one area. Hello, hope you are doing well and safe. Please, how do I apply admissions for InterCollege and how start processing? Adamu, I believe it is. Again, if you have not spoken to an advisor, drop us a message or we will send you an email after all of this, and you'll be able to get in contact with me and I could allocate someone to discuss it with you and guide you through the process. So next one, my question is, I saw year 1 to year 4, 12,500. €2,000 first year scholarship on the admissions requirement. So does this mean I need to pay school fees for the first year because the schools are giving me €2,000 scholarship first year? I don't know if I understood that correctly. No, if you're an international student, this is from Chiamaka. If I've misunderstood, please do let me know. But if you're an international student, it's a requirement by the IND to pay the full fees first year. There's no way around it. When you apply for your visa and we confirm it, then you must pay the full fee or you won't get the document to be able to travel. And it's not the school, it's not our conditions, it's actually through IND. So you are required to prove that you've paid the full first year fees. Correct, Rich?
Yeah, and only one addition to have no discussion with this student. You have to pay only 1 year every year. So the first time you have to pay 10,500, the next year, before the second year starts, you have to pay 12,500. So you don't have to pay the full year in advance. Okay.
Yeah. It's only the year that you're studying, because of course, InterCollege, we want to be fair. You are only paying, it's like a pay as you go, where you pay as long as you pass. We're not going to get you to pay for something if you haven't passed it just yet.
Yeah.
So what is the visa process applicant in Nigeria? It will be exactly the same. The visa process never changes. As long as you meet all the requirements, make the deposit and so on, then that would be the process. How much is the first year fee? As mentioned, there's a discount on the first year. So through that 10,500, then it goes to 12,000 for the following years. So what is the meaning of IND? Oh, okay, take it over, Rich. I'm sure you have an amazing explanation of what the IND is. Me and Rich have been going back and forth on this quite a bit.
Well, the IND is the immigration service from the Netherlands. Yeah. So it's a government regulator who takes care of checking every foreigner that comes for a long time to the Netherlands. And for this, is studying in the Netherlands for 4 years. So you have to follow some criteria and some mandatory things that the government tells us how to do it. And for example, who are you? What are your purposes to come to the Netherlands? Blah, 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 a lot of things. And for the positive reaction from the IND, we need a lot of documents, but our team takes care of all the things to the IND. You don't have to do it yourself. You only have to give us the documents we need, and we go to the IND and take care of business from there. And only with a positive decision from the IND, only then you have to pay the tuition fee, no sooner. But because we have a lot of work to do with the IND, that's the €1,000 administration cost for.
Yeah, because anyone who's applied for a visa before, you know it's scary. Sometimes you pay so much to an immigration lawyer to submit on your behalf. This is where we provide all of this. We do all of this, and it always, when InterCollege sends it through, well, it's successful, 100% success rate. But at the same time, we just want to make sure that we cover everything. Once InterCollege accept all the documentation you have, I can't foresee that it will be rejected for whatever reason. And this is where we do all the legwork for you. All you have to do is provide us with what we request.
Sorry, Ali. You can follow on the website ind.nl. There's also an English version of the page, and you can follow the process, and you can read what we need for the documents. Only we do all the work for you, but we need the documents. Yeah,
it's great preparation. Yeah, that's a very good point. Thank you for that, Rich. So going to Natalie, hopefully I'll pronounce it correctly. Given what is happening with Brexit as a British national, how does that affect me coming to? I think I spoke to your father. I think I had spoken to your father regarding this a few weeks ago. It's a very interesting one, because when you're British, we all know UK coming out of the European Union. Essentially, we fall under the exact same category as international students, but I think there'll be a lot more leniency for ourselves. But it's still the case where we have to go through the formalized process, unless there's anything you know better than me, Rich.
No, not yet. No, it's on some sort of twilight zone.
Yeah.
Still, what consequences are?
Yeah, we're still kind of waiting to see what updates. At the moment, we will treat it exactly the same as an international student. So it will go through the same process, the same working hours, rights, but that could be different. We don't know yet. But generally speaking, I cannot foresee any difficulties for yourself, purely because you're a UK national, despite not being part of the EU. You're not going to want to work more than 15 hours a week anyway, because you're going to be doing your studies at the same time. So it's kind of in line for yourself. But as soon as we know more, then of course we'll definitely give you that information.
Yeah.
I am Ugandan, but living in the EU. Can I benefit a scholarship because I'm not yet Belgian. Unfortunately not. Until you are actually a national and qualify for the duo, not necessarily scholarship, but funding, you would not be able to, unfortunately. Okay. I am from India. My question is, this pandemic year, we were going to have a real physical class or virtual? That's actually a very good question. We are actually going to have a physical class. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rich, for May. But we're also hoping to have another physical class coming autumn. So that should be fine. And just to say, I hope all is well for you, because I know this situation in India is not that great at the moment. So hopefully all in good health and everyone's okay from your end. So I do need the visa. I only need a scholarship and a new ID. Oh, again, Philip, same thing. We just need to wait for that. So I'm required to pay 10,000 euros for the whole 4 years. That would be for 1 year. So that is the fee for 1 year. After confirmation from IND, is it considered a visa approval? When the IND confirmed, correct me if I'm wrong, Rich, it is a visa approval pending the payment of the first year.
Yeah.
So it's that straightforward. Once they know you have a payment, for example, one of our students, they paid 4 days ago, the money has hit our account. Now we notify the IND, here's the receipt, here's the proof of payment, here's the documentation for the student, they have paid, we could start issuing it now.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. You're welcome, Natalie. Hopefully we'll touch base again, I'm pretty sure. I think that is it. I don't see any other questions. If there's any other question, guys, please, more than welcome to jump in at the moment. The webinar definitely took longer than I thought, but I do enjoy this.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
It was great. Yeah.
So, Chiamaka, sorry if I didn't pronounce it correctly, it's 10,500 for the first year fees. So first year fees for the first year of studies, then afterwards, on the second year, the fee increases. This discount is for on the first year. So correct me if I'm wrong, Rich, it's 12,000 for the second year.
12,500. Yeah, you got you got a 2,000 scholarship for the first year. Yeah.
Yeah. Hope that's clear. So it's 10,500 for the first year because we're applying the 2,000 discount for that year, and then for the second and third year, it's 12,500.
Yeah.
Perfect. I think I'm just conscious of closing the chat just in case anyone wants to ask any questions. Okay, I think we could conclude there. Okay, fantastic. Well, guys, thank you very much for all your time. Oh, wait, is there work for students while schooling? Yes, there is. So you could work part-time during your studies. And it wouldn't include accommodation. Atobiloye. Hope I pronounce it correctly. Sorry. I am from Sudan. I'm working, but I'm receiving my salary as cash, and I could pay the rest fee by bank account. Does not contain that much. What can I do? Unfortunately, you need the funding in order to be able to do this. It's very difficult if you do not have the funding, because it is a self-funded course. There's no particular education loan for international students, unfortunately, from ICBS or Netherlands side. You would have to apply for external bodies from your country, more or less, to get that form of support. Okay. Have I missed anything? No. Okay, I think we could conclude. Sorry. So what we'll do, I'm sure there'll be plenty more questions to come off the back of everything we've discussed. But again, guys, go onto our website. If you have not spoken to anyone yet, and you want to get more information, even if it's just information, then please do get in touch. Message us on Facebook, Instagram, or I will send out a message. I don't know, let me do this. So what you can do, I'll just put my email here, intercollege.nl. So I just sent my email address to any of those of you who would like to ask any questions, but we will get in touch again. If you have not spoken to someone yet, just drop me an email, message through social media, say you attended the webinar and you want to speak to someone. If you have not, if you have already, please inform your advisor that you've attended this and any questions they could answer for you. But generally, I would like to thank you all for your time. Thank you, Rich, for your vast amount of experience and also being one of the senior members of ICBS. So you've been extremely valuable within this, because I'm sure you answered a lot of questions a lot better than I could based on your experience. So thank you very much, everyone. And thank you, Rich, once again. Thank you for all your questions. Please do stay in touch. Please do stay safe. And at the same time, guys, I look forward to hearing from you all soon.
All right.
Take care, guys. Thank you very much. Cheers.